Okay, let's start recapping what we're going to do today. Well, after much debate with the guys at Pro Speed and talking with the guys at Nitrous Outlet, with the Kong divider in the lid, it's not really feasible to put the rails down the center. It's almost impossible. So they wanted to put them out on the sides right above the cylinder inlets, which doesn't really help with temperature that much. So I am going to change the plan for where the water methanol comes in, and now it's going to go into the intake. So I'm going to do a little creative work here on my nice brand new carbon fiber cold air intake, but I'm going to put basically a nozzle on this side, one on the other side, get some 1/8 inch NPT lock nuts to go on the inside, epoxy it all up good, basically get it in there so it all looks nice and pretty and very sturdy. And then that's where my water will come in, right after the MAF sensor, right before the throttle body. So that'll happen later today. I'm wrapping up on plumbing and tubing. I've got some more cutting to do on the shroud. I got to pull it back out. I'm going to try to take this lip here see if it'll work. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but take my heat gun and try to bend this up at a 90 degree, because this plate's actually got to sit further out so the exchanger doesn't rub with the AC condenser. And doing some plumbing. I got some new hose coming. All of these lines for the catch cans I never was really happy with. They only came with a short hose, and so I had to splice them in the middle with some other hose. So I basically got some long black braided steel lines like this one coming that I'm going to replace all of this, and so it'll go all the way from the fitting all the way to the connection, wherever it goes, one piece of line. Got my water methanol, which is just going to be water line traced. It was going in the back of the lid, so I got to reroute it to the front, so I got to do some more stuff here, but it goes down same path under the door sill. I've got my piece of 1-inch tubing with some bead rolls on it that's going to go in the sill on the return line. Also up underneath, I've got, hopefully you can see it, but there is the other line that goes across. So coming down, most people, my top exchanger is going to be here, but that's the outlet. That's not the inlet. You always go in the bottom. So I've got a route out of the bricks over to there, and I'm doing it by coming down here and then going across in that metal piece of tubing and then connecting back up. And then this side here has this little piece where I actually will go cut out of the top of the exchanger, go down underneath the car, and then come back up. And so that'll look pretty clean in there, and it won't have a lot of hose hanging, and no hose hanging over the top. This guy back here, here's the tail end of this. I haven't really decided. I've got that hose. That's going to be the connection that goes on the metal pipe. And so I've got to do some work there to get that going. This guy's up underneath here, routed around. There's my bulkheads, bushings on there, and everything up here. Here's the lines coming through the bulkhead. It's going to be my kill switch for my power. I've got this ready to go. Just got to wait till I get a battery cable crimping tool. I got it coming. So there's the replacement piece from the battery going to the kill switch. Then all the electrical stuff. I had a little bit of a kink in these hoses, so I got some more coils. They're not really kinked from the bend, they were just pre-kinked from the hose. So I want to straighten these out a little bit. So I'll put the coils on it just to help mold it, and then probably can take the coils off after a while. Then this other side over here has got a really nice molded U-piece that's silicone for the return on the, again, in the bottom, coming out of the bottom, in the top, same way over there, back to the tank. So, and then there's all this other stuff in boxes here, all the electrical stuff, gotta go, some extra stuff, all sorts of fun things to do. But basically work on the plumbing, get the engine compartment hopefully wrapped up today. We'll be close, we'll see. Then I actually want to get it liquid full. I've got my flex fuel sensor wired up. I want to check that, make sure it sees the sensor before I put the fender back on, because this is a bitch to get to. And then there's this one really bad bolt here. Let me take this out of here. This was loose, so I epoxied that. That was helping it hold. But this one little screw here that goes right in that pole that's sticking up is going to be a bear, because you got to get it from this. You got to get it from the front here, and bam! Now I'm going to have another hose in the way here. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, that's today.